All right, guys, it's 2026, which just means I'm going to take an opportunity for you guys to get to know me a little better and answer some of the questions that you guys had for me. So let's dive into it. Let's see what questions you guys got. So the first question, it was how many years have I been riding? I got my first Harley Davidson in 2017. It was a 2016 Street Bob that I bought from a coworker. She had bought it for her boyfriend at the time and it wasn't working out and she needed to get rid of it. So I ended up looking at it. I was already in the market for a Harley. I really wanted a Road King or a Bagger. But my wife asked me to go look at the bike and to make my wife happy, I decided I would go look at it. I thought it was gonna be fuchsia and just ugly with chrome and just very hell yeah brotherish. And it wasn't. It was a pretty clean Street Bob. It was mostly stock. It was charcoal gray pearl, and I love that bike. I rode it for many years like that, and then in 2020 I bought my Electric Glide brand new for my birthday. My wife actually pushed me to get a second bike, so we bought the Bagger, and I've been riding both of those bikes ever since. Second question, best upgrade I've done for each of the bikes. So easily, for the Bagger, I have to say it's the suspension. Doing the +2 in the front and the Öhlins in the rear, mounted on the Speed Dealer swing arm, really has given me the height that I want out of that bike. The stock touring platform, they're great bikes, but the ride really is not that good. So making that investment in getting quality suspension has been a game changer for that motorcycle. Really enjoy that. The ride on it, it's great. And then on the Dyna, man, I had the Dyna with a lot of the parts on there for a long time when it was charcoal gray. So I have to say, changing the paint. When I went to the paint set by VDC Customs and Targino Customs, man, it really it was a game changer. I loved my Dyna beforehand, but doing the entire paint set with the Conley's fairing really just took it up a notch. It really makes people look at it. It's very timeless, and I get more compliments on the paint on my Dyna than I do anything else. Going to Dallas in April, where do I need to check out and where do I need to go eat? Well, first and foremost, if you're ever gonna be in Dallas on a Tuesday, you definitely need to go to Cold Beer Co. Come to T-Bar Tuesday, Dallas. A lot of the homies hang out. It's really just a cool vibe. It's a good place to connect with people that ride motorcycles, that like performance Harley Davidsons or choppers. If you like custom motorcycles, it is the place to be. Everyone there is super rad. And it's a very chill vibe. It's it's a good time. Outside of that, man, there's a lot of really photogenic places. Downtown Dallas, there's always some amazing things. You got to see the Pegasus. If you're a history buff, definitely I would say go to Dealey Plaza, where you can see where JFK was assassinated. It's really kind of eerie, kind of interesting. It's very eerie. Man, food-wise, if you're not gonna be here, if you're gonna be here over the weekend, I would definitely, if you get a chance, go check out Panther City Barbecue in Fort Worth. It's an amazing spot. There's a lot of really great barbecue places. Vaqueros is another really good one. If you like that traditional Texas style barbecue mixed with some Tex-Mex, definitely a really good spot to check out. Those are some of my recommendations if you get a chance. Obviously, you could always check out Arlington Stadium or Globe Life Field if you're into sports. We've got a lot of that stuff going on. So definitely a lot of really scenic places. That's what I would recommend for that. Photographic and content goals for 2026. That's a great question. If you follow me on social media, I've talked about that I've got some goals this year. Really, primarily for photography, I want to continue to grow and develop my style of photography. And then I also kind of want to step back into booking sessions, doing sessions for people, and then working with companies and doing more photography for companies as well as product showcase. That's really something I would like to get into doing more of. For the people that don't know, I used to shoot for publications, magazines back in the day. I kind of got away from that. I kind of got burnt out doing photography. I took a long break, and then for my love for motorcycles, I've kind of gotten back into it. Being surrounded by people that are artistic and always looking at things for different perspectives, it really helped push me to want to do it again. And then the support from the motorcycle community has been great. So I would really like to get back into doing a lot of that. You know, I've done a lot of sports photography in the past, so that's definitely something, booking sessions, doing sports photography, motocross, as well as doing family photos and whatnot. Just as a secondary income, you know, I'd love to do that where I can start making a focus of my career going towards photography and content rather than just my normal 9 to 5 and then doing it as a hobby on the side. And then content wise, I want to get more consistent and be a better editor. I want to work on more partnerships and producing content and storytelling. That's my goal. I really want to level up my production and then also continue to grow as a content creator, work with more people, as well as showcase some of the things I enjoy doing. You know, when I bought this camera and I wanted to get this going, I really wanted to do barbecue reviews and riding to them, and I just haven't really gotten to do that like I wanted to. 2026 is definitely my goal, that I want to start doing that and sharing more of my passion and my love for motorcycles, barbecue, and photography with the world, and just give back some more information. You know, a lot of people are intimidated. They see guys with really expensive equipment and they're scared to do it because they think they don't have equipment good enough to produce quality images, and that's just not the case. You know, if you have a passion for it and you want to do it, I would say do it. Doesn't matter what camera you have. You can really, photography is mostly about perspective more than it is the equipment. And the equipment can come as you grow. So definitely just want to help encourage people to do that more. What are some of the best roads that are not talked about? Well, first and foremost, I'll say some of my favorite roads obviously are the big ones. One of the lesser known, still kind of iconic road would be the Talamina. Talamina's great. If you've never been there, it's in eastern Oklahoma by the Arkansas border. It actually leads into Mena, Arkansas. It's a great road, super technical. It's called the Stairway to Heaven. Beautiful, beautiful road. Definitely worth the shot to go out and check it out if you haven't already been to it. Secondly, on that, I would say would be the Enchanted Circle. It's in northern New Mexico. It connects Taos to Red River, Cuesta, Angel Fire, Eagle's Nest, and makes a loop. Definitely worth it. It's in the Kit Carson National Forest. Beautiful, beautiful country to ride in. You've got altitude, you've got turns, you've got some nice scenic overlooks. It's absolutely worth it. If you've never ridden northern New Mexico, then you have not experienced the best that New Mexico has. If you don't ever get off the highway or the interstate, you're never gonna know, but I would say that's definitely some of my favorite roads. Northern New Mexico is really good. And then also Terralingua. Terralingua is a really amazing place. It's a little desolate, but there's definitely some great roads out that way. So if you ever get a chance, go check that out. Terralingua, Marfa, Fort Stockton, that route. And then last but not least is actually one from my buddy Cole. Hit him up on Instagram, Cole Walla. He can tell you basically any roads coming out of Jasper, Arkansas. I know a lot of people talk about the Pig Trail. Pig Trail's good, but any of the roads around Jasper, Arkansas, very nice. They're not as popular, so you can actually really enjoy them without it being so congested. Great way to ride. It's also through what they call the Arkansas Grand Canyon. Beautiful overlooks, and then some real technical stuff. A couple years ago, me and the boys, we took a ride out there and spent a weekend and just absolutely enjoyed it. So that is definitely one highlight. Any roads around Jasper, Arkansas are amazing. If you look it up on Google Maps, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Definitely want to check out if you haven't checked it out and ridden it already. When did I find out I was gay? This is from my buddy Cole Walla. Definitely have to say I found out that I was gay when I decided to hang out with you and Blake Burns. These are some of my good buddies. We ride all over the place together. Anytime we travel on motorcycles, we try to go together. We end up getting hotel rooms and staying together. So if I was gonna say I was gay, it's when I realized that I enjoy riding with these guys. That's what makes me the happiest. So I guess that's one that makes me the most gay. It's when I hang out with those guys. What got me into riding motorcycles? Well, I have to tell you, in 2017, I was working in New Mexico, and my job was very stressful. So I was looking for something to kind of give me a release, and that was a hobby. And I've always loved motorcycles, and I was finally in a position where I could get one. I got my Dyna, and man, it was the best stress reliever. When I'm on my motorcycle, I can't worry about work or being a husband or being a provider. I'm just worried about the road, and it's been amazing. It was the best investment I ever made. Most of my best friends that I have now are all people that I met through motorcycles. It's really great. The relationships, the bonds that you create dealing with adversity, riding across the country, and dealing with the elements and the breakdowns and anything that comes in between, it really helps create these bonds that are inseparable. I mean, most of the conversations I have with these guys, we talk on a very regular basis, if not daily, and a lot of times the conversation isn't even about motorcycles. The motorcycles is the catalyst that brings good people together, and then we just we just create a bond, and it's amazing. So that's probably what got me into motorcycles, was a stress reliever, and it's actually been the best thing for me, and 100% therapeutic. How did I get involved with the Busted Knuckles Stunt Tour? Well, when I moved to Dallas, I started going to T-Bar Tuesday, started hanging out with the guys, and King Tony, being in Arkansas, not far away, was coming to our bike night, and that's when I kind of really got to know him. I knew what the Busted Knuckles Stunt Tour was when I still lived in New Mexico. I'd seen it multiple times. Great, it was always a great show. It was amazing. I loved watching it. But actually getting to know Tony and having that relationship and being able to do events and meet him and hang out, we kind of clicked. And then he asked me, they were doing a show in the end of 2024, and asked if they were going to be in Sherman, Texas, which is right by me in Dallas, and needed someone to come fill in and MC. And my boy Jaden, shout out Jaden, called me Dragon, told King Tony, man, Devin would probably be great. And Tony said, oh yeah, I didn't even think of him. And man, I did the show, and we clicked, and it worked out really well, and they asked me to join the tour, and that's what I did. I started going around the country with them doing the tour. Man, it's amazing. The relationship I have with Eric and with Tony is great. It's like a sibling rivalry. We bust each other's balls all the time, but it's great. It's great. It makes for a good time, and it seems like people enjoy the dynamic that we have with each other. So if you get a chance, 2026, and the Busted Knuckles Stunt Tour is going to be near you, you should definitely come out and check it out. It's good times. It's a good show. It's family friendly. It is the oldest all Harley Davidson stunt show in America, and it's going on 26 years. So yeah, man, if you get a chance, come out and come hang out with your least favorite loudmouth. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you liked this Q&A, leave me a comment below and let me know that you liked it. If you didn't like it, by all means, leave a comment and let me know that you hated it. Either way, I'm still going to do what I like to do, so if you are not, thanks for the support, and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, and share. See ya!